Holistic Health Crusaders, Dr. Wren here, and today we're going to think about mixology. So, I've met a lot of superheroes on my Holistic Health Crusade, and the fiery goddess I'm about to introduce is just that. No, that's Mr. Westerlund front and center. He's an audiovisual alchemist from Finland and infamous around town since I took him to hot yoga when he was visiting once. Anyway, it was at a fateful VIP after party in an undisclosed suite at the Hilton Anaheim. We gathered to celebrate a successful weekend of education and new frenzies after the Women's Wellness Conference. The world-leading authority on chocolate was in our midst and packing that cacao. How you doing, Obs? So, you would think it couldn't get much better than that, but it did. Out of the aethers literally popped a red-headed bombshell who introduced herself as Elixir the Health Mixologist. What I've come to know of Elixir is she's been in clinical practice since 2007 and is the founder and senior educator behind Elixir Lab. She is dedicated to demystifying holistic health modalities for the Western world, restoring healthy bodies for her clients, and supporting holistic professionals in having thriving wellness practices. Her favorite way to connect with people is through her faceology method. Did you know that your face is your teacher? So Elixir is going to share with us today some fun information about what our face is trying to teach us about our health. That's my happy, scary face. So, Elixir, how you doing? Can you tell us in your own words about faceology and what is a health mixologist?
Hey, Dr. Wren. Thank you for having me and sharing our story. We are definitely magnetized to each other. A health mixologist is essentially a bartender for health. I create simple solutions that assist people to feeling good in their skin, just like a bartender, but no alcohol. With my clients, I am constantly evaluating their state with dozens of modalities. One of my clients' favorite modalities is faceology, where I explain to them how their face is their teacher for their health.
Okay, so in a naturopathic nutshell, she's a compass, and I'm digging that sacred geometry. Basically, by reading different indicators that the body produces, like a map, she interprets the guidance on how to work with the health of the individual. It's literally like Little Red Riding Hood trying to find her breadcrumbs. More formally, these techniques are referred to as facial diagnoses, iridology, and in TCM, or traditional Chinese medicine, tongue diagnosis. TCM goes into the harmony and disharmony of the body based on visual indicators and their relation to the section of the tongue that is designated as a microcosm of the organ systems. So Elixir, before coming to any conclusions or working with a client, do you look for the same indicator appearing more than once throughout the body? And can you give us an example?
Good point, Dr. Wren. I say yes and no, depending upon the situations, because I gauge each indicator on the face on a scale of 1 to 10, where a 10 indicates the highest likelihood of an issue being present. With weight loss, for example, there is one key factor to addressing. This factor is inflammation. I want everyone to know that one of the fastest ways to achieving your weight goal is by reducing your inflammation. When I see redness and rough, tough skin on one of these 3 places, this is indicative of inflammation going on inside of the liver. First, redness along here, along the brow line. Second, when I see inflammation or redness or tough skin on the sides of the tongue. Or third, when I see redness or red patches right there along the jawline. When we address the root cause of inflammation, then our body naturally gets to our ideal weight.
Elixir, have you seen your technique benefit people? What is the general time frame that results have been achieved within, and is it easy for the client to continue working on themselves at home?
What I am gifted at is at assisting people in having a positive relationship with food, changing the shape of their body, increasing their energy levels, and vaporizing extra weight. For example, one of my clients was following all of the experts' advice out there, exercising 5 hours a week, eating healthy, and she still could not shake off extra 15 pounds and get restful sleep no matter what. In a few short months, she did vaporize those 15 pounds, and now she loves her body because she found the root cause of the challenge. It really had nothing to do with the food or exercise or diet plan. It was all about the life lessons that she was learning at that time and her perception of those life lessons. I see pain, discomfort, toxins, and disease as our teachers. These assist us in catalyzing in our learning process to becoming a better person. When we can see pain, discomfort, toxins, and disease as bad, then we are resisting learning our life lessons and drawing out the process for years, decades, even an entire lifetime. I assist my clients in integrating their life lessons into their life. Then as a result, they achieve their health objectives with ease.
Well, I love how this lady and I can flow for hours in conversation. I'll tell you one thing about my favorite part hanging out with Elixir is just going to the juice bar. We just finished presenting at the Integrative Health International Conference in California. Here's us on the Health Advocate panel with me moderating. We also have fellow superheroes Dr. Jameis Sheridan, Maria Aparis, and Renoni Landis. Both Elixir and I were among the few who won a State Senate Award for Outstanding Community Service. And I do have to take a moment to thank everyone here at Union TV 34 and Union County College for enabling me to advocate through conscious media and accept this honor. That being said, it was an intense long weekend. Thankfully, there was a healthy restaurant walking distance from where the event took place, and it had a juice bar. Having a soul sister with me that understood the lingo, we played my naturopathic bar trick game. That's when us ladies get together and point out facial indicators of who might make a good date. So some of the basics are, you might not want to date a guy with a unibrow. I don't care how alluring his eyes are, it's because according to Mixology, it means he may be rigid and not willing to change his mind. Honey, that means you're not getting those shoesies. It could also mean a naturally passive-aggressive nature with a tendency to harbor anger issues and explode. Who am I to judge? But be forewarned. The further apart the eyebrows are indicate the greater the potential for your man to be open-minded. Now don't let him fool you or steal your tweezers. If you want those shoesies from Louboutin and not Payless, even though the store in town is having their BOGO again, look for a man with a bulbous tip to his nose. The bigger the nose, the bigger the potential to generate my favorite color, green. Your nose, the color of nature. And now we knows what he's talking about as far as his bank account's concerned. And don't get me started on the Travolta and the dip in the upper lip, known as the I can't even say it. So we're just gonna go to Elixir and have us tell her about this sexual makeup indicator. Elixir?
Yes, Dr. Wren. This is called the philantrum. A deep, wide philantrum area indicates a lot of creativity and an open, full sacral chakra. This is also commonly associated with the high sex drive.
Joking aside, these techniques originated centuries ago and are great as a tool to be mindful of our state of health. Make certain you see a trained natural health care professional for this type of reading, and Mixology does not replace traditional medical care. I always suggest a hair mineral analysis for a 3-month insight into one's metabolic profile. This type of analysis shows us which minerals are depleted, over-assimilated, the toxic and cortisol levels, and where to begin nutritionally to balance the body. If you text your name and email address to 908-731-6333, I'll give you half off a hair mineral analysis. For more information on this and where to find Elixir, please visit lorenlorino.com. Now, we can't be complete without a game of Name That Leaf Herbal Edition. Is it A, reishi, B, moringa, C, vanilla, or D, Rehmannia? It's D, Rehmannia, or Chinese foxglove, which is a herb for Renergy. I know, I never heard of it or knew foxes wore gloves either. Let's see what Elixir has to say about Rehmannia and mixology. And no, I'm not talking about Rehmannia Dean Thomas, the master herbalist seen there holding a reishi mushroom. That's a hint for our next herbal edition, by the way.
Thank you, Dr. Wren. I know that you are wild about your trends with Dr. Wren, so thank you for this opportunity. Here are 3 health mixology trends that I'm seeing going on right now. Number 1, Sole, S-O-L-E, aka sea salt drink. Here in Salt Lake Valley, we are bursting at the seams with Jurassic, highly mineralized sea salt. This salt contains all 84 minerals required for the human body. Go ahead, look it up. Sol to give your body a reboot. Number 2, prepared Rehmannia root is one of my absolute favorite tonic herbals for harmonizing the body. Rehmannia tea is the most grounding elixir. Go ahead, give it a try. Number 3, Schisandra. This herb has all 5 flavors. This also corresponds with how potent it is in nutrition. Look it up, it's a game changer.
Well, Elixir, I can't thank you enough, and I look forward to seeing you at the Longevity Now conference. All right, yous guys, I'll leave you with today's healthy recipe, which is for a decoction called Rehmannia root tea. It's great for the kidneys, as we've mentioned, along with many other benefits, and may even help reverse and prevent UTI. Plus, the dried root even looks like them. So, you will need to source yourself some excellent quality dried Rehmannia root and put it in a nice sized piece into your tea kettle. Fill it with spring water and simmer the root for an hour, then pour as a tea and enjoy. It's also nice to add a little bit of ginger to your boiled decoction, which naturally aids in digestion. Smooches, and think again next time.